Good morning, Dana Smith here. I want to give you an update on my modifications, specifically with the Zard exhaust and my Corbin tail section. When I put the Zard exhaust on, it's lighter and shorter than the stock exhaust was, and it came out in front of the stock turn signals, which are mounted on the Corbin tail section. And one of the readers of one of my posts when I put the Zard exhaust on made mention of the fact that he had heard about turn signals being burnt by this application, and that was a good tip, and I kept an eye out for it. And here's an example of what happens. This is the bottom side of the turn indicator, was mounted like that right behind the Zard exhaust, and the heat out of that top exhaust blowing directly onto this and started melting it badly. When I saw that, I put some heat tape on it and painted it black, and that bought me some time to figure out what I wanted to do. And my decision was to go with Custom Dynamics. Custom Dynamics makes some really nice license plate covers, license plate frames with LEDs on them. You can get them in a variety of applications. They can be run lights, turn lights, signal lights, combination of all three, any variation you want. I particularly decided to go with just the illumination for the license plate and turn signals, and I actually like it. Minimizes the size of the back of the bike even better now that I don't have those stock turn signals sticking out on stalks. It did, however, leave an opening there, which right now I just have small red reflectors that once came with one of my license tags put in there just to sort of take up the space in the hole. Let me show you what this thing looks like. When you turn it on, there's the white LEDs at the top that illuminate your license plate. Of course, daylight really doesn't do it justice, but at night it's bright. And these are what the turn signals look like. There again, the daylight doesn't do it justice. It's actually very bright. And of course flashers as well. So I really like it. Like I said, it narrows up the back of the bike quite a bit. Looks really good on there, I think. Hit me up and let me know what you think. Also, I wanted to mention the fact that although my initial software issues I had with the bike shutting down have been rectified, I do have an issue where if I turn the bike on and immediately hit the start switch, a lot of times I will get engine codes, ECM code, fault codes, etc. None of which seem to make the bike run bad or anything. They don't give me any problems. It's just a nuisance having to reset them. I'm coming up on, I've got 3,600 miles, I believe, on the bike, and so when it goes to the dealer for 5,000 mile service, I'm going to have them see if there's a software update or something to address this issue. But the back of the bike, I think, looks really clean without those tail lights, without the turn signals rather sticking out. All of you know that it takes a minute if you wait for this bike to start up. You hit the switch, comes on, you slowly get the Harley Davidson emblem, then that goes away, then you get the gauge, and that sweeps all the way over and then comes back. Now when I start it up, after I wait for all that to happen, I very seldom have any fault code issues. But if I try to start it up by just throwing the switch and hitting the button before all that happens, it has a tendency to want to have faults. I want to show you here one other thing, and I've heard of other people having this. If you go into the bike and go into the diagnostics, if you scroll down to this EHCU, you will see that it just spins and spins and spins and spins, and it never tells you what's wrong, nor do you have an option to rectify it. So that's one thing I'm going to see if they can address when I get the 5,000 mile service done. Doesn't seem to affect the running of the bike, just one of them pain in the ass things. So that's my video for today. I mainly just wanted to bring to your attention how the back of this thing looks without those lights sticking out on the stalks. It narrowed it up. And a shout out to Custom Dynamics, because this license plate flame is made heavy. The lights are very well protected. It's got a nice powder coat finish on it. Pretty sweet. So a shout out to Custom Dynamics for a nice piece of equipment. Appreciate y'all checking in on me. We're doing well here. Happy New Year to everybody. Talk to you again soon.